Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Richard from Homework Hookup, and I wanted to do another example on using the quadratic formula to solve quadratic equations. I'm just going to jump right into it. So here we go. So you can solve this multiple ways, but the quadratic equation is a good way to solve all of them. It's actually the best one to solve any of them. Anyway, before we can do that, we got to do a couple things. Whoops, let me erase this. Okay, first thing we have to do is we want all of our terms on one side. So this 7x, I'm going to subtract 7x on both sides. So I'm going to subtract 7x here, and I'm going to subtract 7x on this side of the equal sign. So then what I get is x squared plus 7 minus 7x equals 0. That's what you want. You want that equals 0 on the other side. So actually, let me write this a little bit better. Just 1 second. So x squared plus 7 minus 7x. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay, so now that we have this, we just got to collect our terms. So what we need to know is the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. All right. So we're going to find these terms. So our a term is the number in front of x squared. So our a term here is going to be 1. Our b term, oh, looks like I made a little hiccup here. Oh, no, I didn't. I just wrote this in I didn't write this in a descending order for x, but it's fine. The b term is going to be the term that's in front of x. So our x, if you remember, is negative 7x. So our b term is going to be negative 7. And our c term is going to be the constant. So our constant here is just going to be the 7. The constant is always the one that doesn't have a variable, doesn't have an x. So now that we got all this, we can just plug this into the formula. So our first thing is negative b. So our b is a negative 7. So we have a negative 7. Let me write that a little bit better for you guys. Negative 7. There we go. Plus or minus the square root of, well, negative 7 squared. All right, minus 4. Our a is 1, and then our c is positive 7. Cool. And this whole thing is going to be divided by 2 times 1. And now we just simplify after we plug everything in. So a negative of a negative 7 is going to give us a positive 7. So we have 7 here. 7 plus or minus the square root of negative 7 squared is going to give us a positive number. It's going to give us 49. And then what we have is negative 4 times 1, which is going to be negative 4. And then negative 4 times 7, which is going to give us a 28. So we're going to have minus 28 over here. And the whole thing is going to be divided by 2. All right, and give myself a little bit more room to work with. Okay, cool. So we continue to simplify. So we have 7 plus or minus the square root of, well, 49 minus 28 is going to give us 21, if I'm not mistaken. 21, yes, it's going to give us 21. And we have everything divided by 2, right? So here's the thing. 21 isn't a perfect square, so there's nothing to, or I shouldn't say perfect square, there's no square for 21. Nothing squared would give you 21, or nothing whole at least. So that's as simple as the radical can get. Even if I wanted to do, the only way to get 21 would be 7 times 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's the only way to get 21, right? And then, of course, 1 times 21, which is redundant. So there's nothing we can do. We can't break this one out. So we're just going to keep the 21 in there. But what we will do is this plus and minus means we have two answers. We have a plus and then we have a minus. So we have 7 plus the radical of 21 divided by 2. And then we have 7 minus the radical of 21 all divided by 2. And those are going to be our two answers. And that is it. It is just that simple. I just wanted to show another example using the quadratic formula. It's really simple once you get the formula down, and you figure out what your A, your B, and your C is, and then also doing any rearranging you need to do on the problem. And then, for example, for this guy, we had to move the 7x over. But that's essentially it for this problem. Yeah, just a quick example. Again, my name is Richard from Homework Hookup, and if you are interested in tutoring, I do online tutoring. You can reach me at my website, homeworkhookup.xyz. I also have an Instagram and Facebook for tutoring that I can share in the caption below of the video. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video, and hope this helps.